Think about it for a moment. What if your health could be completely transformed with just a single thought? Imagine waking up tomorrow with the energy you had at 20, without pain, without fatigue, feeling that your body is your ally and not your enemy. Today you'll discover the method that has transformed thousands of people and that can change your life at this very moment. A thought has the power to heal or sicken. Louise Hay discovered this when her own cancer diagnosis led her to investigate the connection between mind and body, proving that our mental patterns create our physical reality. We are responsible for all our experiences, Louise said. Every thought we think is creating our future. And this simple truth is precisely what many don't want to accept, because it means looking inward instead of seeking external solutions. Have you ever wondered why some people recover miraculously while others, with the same diagnosis and treatment, remain ill? The difference lies in what happens in their minds. Every cell in your body listens to your thoughts. Every organ, every tissue, every drop of blood is reacting to what you're thinking right now. When you constantly complain about your ailments, when you repeat, "I'm sick, this will never get better," you're sending direct orders to your immune system to remain weakened. Think about your last illness. What were your first thoughts when you felt it? Fear, frustration, desperation? Those emotions create a chemistry in your body that perpetuates the problem. That's why the first step to activating health miracles is to interrupt that automatic pattern. Every time you feel any discomfort, stop for 5 seconds. Breathe deeply and repeat, "I am willing to release the mental pattern that has created this condition." This simple act breaks the vicious cycle and opens the door to healing. Louise discovered that every physical problem has a mental cause. A sore throat reflects contained emotions that need to be expressed. Digestive problems relate to fear of new ideas or situations. Excess weight can be protection against emotional pain. It's not about blaming yourself for being sick, but recognizing your power to change the situation. Do this exercise right now. Place a hand on the part of your body that needs healing and repeat with conviction, "I send love and thoughts of perfect health to this area. I am healing." If you really want to see results, you must practice this every day, not just when you feel pain. Set aside 5 minutes each morning to visualize your body functioning in perfect harmony. Imagine every organ, every cell, radiant with health. Feel it, believe it, until it becomes your new reality. And when you notice improvement, however small, celebrate it, be thankful for it, because what you appreciate multiplies. If you want to continue transforming your health with these methods, make sure to subscribe now so you don't miss any videos. Activate the notification bell and share this video with someone who needs to reclaim their self-healing power. And that's what we'll talk about in the next point. When you change your words, you change your biochemistry. The language you constantly use programs your body at the cellular level. Louise Hay emphasized that words are expressed thoughts, and their impact on our body is immediate and profound. When you say, "I'm dying of pain," "This pain is killing me," you're literally instructing your body to intensify that pain. Have you noticed how some people are always talking about their illnesses? They've become the story they tell. My arthritis, my fibromyalgia, my allergies. They possess their ailments as identities, and the more they talk about them, the more they strengthen them. Your body is a faithful servant that will do everything possible to give you what you consistently focus your attention on. Change begins by eliminating certain phrases from your vocabulary. Never again say, "I'm always sick." "This is hereditary, I can't change it." "At my age, it's normal to feel this way." These statements are invisible chains that keep you tied to discomfort. Instead, even when you don't feel well, start saying, "My body knows how to heal itself perfectly. Every day, in every way, I feel better and better. I deserve to feel vital and healthy." Does it sound simple? It is. Does it sound too good to be true? Only because we've been conditioned to believe that health is complicated, that it requires constant external interventions. Louise discovered that simplicity is powerful precisely because we can implement it immediately without depending on anything or anyone. Try this exercise now. For the next 3 days, every time you look in the mirror, look directly into your eyes and repeat with conviction, "I love you. I accept you. You are perfectly healthy." At first it may feel uncomfortable, perhaps even ridiculous. That's normal. It's the resistance of old patterns that don't want to be displaced. Persist. Discomfort is a sign that you're challenging limiting beliefs. The key isn't perfection, but persistence. If you've spent years or decades repeating negative thoughts about your health, don't expect one day of positive affirmations to transform everything. But each positive thought is a seed that, watered with your consistent attention, will bloom into tangible changes. Do you feel this could help you? Share this video now with someone who needs this information. Your gesture could be the beginning of their healing. And that's what we'll talk about in the next point. Your body reflects your relationship with yourself. Louise Hay discovered that there is a direct connection between self-love and physical health. Loving yourself is the greatest healing power, she said. When you criticize yourself harshly, when you demand perfection, when you punish yourself for past mistakes, your body absorbs these toxic emotions and manifests them as physical ailments. Have you ever noticed how after a period of intense stress or emotional conflicts your immune system weakens? It's no coincidence. Your body is responding to the internal war you're waging. When you allow guilt, resentment, or self-criticism to dominate your thoughts, every cell in your body receives the message that you're under attack. And when your body perceives an attack, it mobilizes resources to defend itself, diverting them from the maintenance and repair functions you need to be healthy. Louise discovered a surprising pattern in her work with thousands of people. Those diseases we fear most often represent those parts of ourselves we most reject. The heart reflects our capacity to give and receive love. The lungs, our willingness to live fully. The kidneys, how we process disappointments. When we reject aspects of our personality, when we contain emotions we consider negative, these organs physically manifest that rejection. What part of yourself are you rejecting today? What emotion are you repressing for fear of feeling it completely? Healing begins when you give yourself permission to be human, with all your contradictions and complexities. Repeat this phrase daily. I completely accept myself, here and now. You don't have to feel it immediately. Just repeat it. Words, even when you initially don't believe them, gradually open pathways in your subconscious. Imagine your body as a small child who just wants to be loved and accepted. When you feel pain or discomfort, instead of frustration, send love to that part. Ask it, what do you need from me now? Listen to the answer that emerges intuitively. Perhaps you need to rest more, drink more water, express a contained emotion, or simply give yourself permission to feel vulnerable. When you attend to these needs with compassion instead of judgment, you activate your body's natural self-healing process. Try this exercise. Every night before sleeping, place both hands on your heart and thank your body for everything it does for you, even those functions you take for granted. Thank your heart for tirelessly beating, your lungs for breathing, your digestive system for transforming food into energy. This simple act of gratitude changes your relationship with your body from one of criticism to one of appreciation, and what you appreciate strengthens. If this message is resonating with you, make sure to subscribe now to receive more content that will help you transform your health from within. And that's what we'll talk about in the next point. Forgiveness is the most powerful medicine. Louise Hay discovered that behind many chronic illnesses exists a pattern of sustained resentment. Forgiveness dissolves resentment, she said. Resentment is like taking poison and waiting for the other person to die. Every time you relive a past offense, every time you feed grudges towards someone, your body produces stress hormones that weaken your immune system. Have you noticed how some people seem to cling to their resentments as if they were treasures? They mentally review the same stories of betrayal or abandonment, justifying their right to stay angry. And while they do this, their bodies pay the price. The connection is so direct that studies have shown that forgiveness can reduce chronic pain, improve cardiovascular function, and strengthen the immune system. Forgiveness doesn't mean approving what happened. It doesn't mean reconciling with the person who hurt you or forgetting what occurred. Forgiveness is an internal act of liberation. It's recognizing that resentment isn't punishing the person who hurt you, it's harming you. As Louise said, forgiveness is for you, not for the other person. Who do you need to forgive today? Perhaps someone who deeply hurt you. Perhaps a medical system that failed you. Perhaps yourself for past decisions. Forgiveness doesn't always come all at once. Sometimes it's a gradual process, like peeling layers of an onion. Start with the intention. I am willing to consider the possibility of forgiving. Even this initial openness can initiate profound changes in your health. Try this technique from Louise. Write a letter to the person you need to forgive, not to send it, but as a release exercise. Express everything you feel without censorship. Then, write the response you'd like to receive from that person, including a sincere apology. Finally, write your forgiveness response. When you've finished, burn or destroy these letters as a symbol of release. Remember that forgiveness is not a one-time event, but a practice. There will be days when feelings of resentment resurface. When this happens, don't blame yourself. Simply acknowledge these emotions and choose forgiveness again, over and over. The point of power is always in the present moment, as Louise said. Each time you choose to let go of resentment, you're choosing health. And that's what we'll talk about in the next point. Active visualization transforms matter. Louise Hay proved that our mind doesn't distinguish between a real experience and one vividly imagined. When you visualize perfect health with emotion and detail, your body responds as if it were already happening. What you conceive and believe, you achieve, she affirmed. This isn't a New Age theory, it's a neurological reality confirmed by modern science. Have you ever noticed how just thinking about something that scares you makes your body react with tension, sweating, or accelerated heartbeat? Your body responds to your thoughts as if they were reality. Similarly, when you visualize perfect health, your nervous system relaxes, your immune system strengthens, and your cells receive the message that healing is underway. Most people, when facing a diagnosis or symptom, immediately visualize the worst scenario. They imagine the details of what could go wrong, anticipate the pain, mentally construct a narrative of illness. Without realizing it, they're programming their bodies to manifest exactly what they fear. Louise discovered that by inverting this process and vividly imagining the desired outcome, we can reprogram our cells toward health. The power of this technique lies in its simplicity. You don't need equipment, medications, or external permissions. You only need your mind, which is always available to you. Dedicate 10 minutes every morning and evening to visualizing your body in perfect health. It's not an idle fantasy. It's a cellular programming tool. Here's how you'll do it. Sit or lie down in a quiet place where no one will interrupt you. Close your eyes and breathe deeply several times. Imagine a bright light, of the color that feels most healing to you, entering through the crown of your head. Visualize this light flowing through your body, illuminating every cell, every organ, especially those areas that need healing. See the light dissolving any energy of disease, restoring each part to its optimal state of functioning. Now, imagine yourself performing activities that the illness has prevented you from doing. Can't walk without pain. Visualize yourself walking agilely with a smile on your face. Do you feel chronic fatigue? Imagine yourself overflowing with energy, completing your tasks with enthusiasm. Don't limit yourself to seeing these images. Feel the associated emotions. Feel the joy, the gratitude, the freedom of moving without restrictions. To enhance this technique, combine it with positive affirmations. While visualizing, mentally repeat, "My body is renewing itself right now. Every cell of my being vibrates with vital energy. I am perfectly healthy in body, mind, and spirit." These declarations, combined with vivid images, create a powerful command for your subconscious. Consistency is crucial. Don't expect miracles after one session. Like any training, visualization requires regular practice to generate lasting changes. Even if you initially feel skeptical, commit to practicing daily for 21 days. Give yourself the opportunity to verify its effectiveness for yourself. If this message has inspired you, share this video now with someone who could benefit from these techniques. Your action could be the catalyst someone needs to begin their healing journey. Conclusion. Today you've discovered a truth that few understand, but that can completely transform your health experience. Your thoughts have the power to sicken or heal your body. Louise Hay demonstrated this with her own life and with thousands of people who transformed their health by applying these principles. It's not magic or coincidence. It's the natural result of recognizing and utilizing the mind-body connection that has always existed. You began by understanding that each thought sends biochemical messages to your cells. You learned to transform your language to program health instead of disease. You discovered that your relationship with yourself is directly reflected in your physical well-being. You understood that forgiveness releases the energy your body needs to heal itself. And finally, you learned to use visualization to transform the matter of your own body. Change begins now, with just one different thought. You don't need credentials, permissions, or costly investments. You only need the willingness to question your old beliefs about illness and open yourself to the possibility that your mind can be your most powerful medicine. I invite you to make this commitment to yourself. Comment below these words. I choose thoughts of perfect health from today onward. Every cell in my body is now vibrating with vital energy. This public declaration will strengthen your intention and serve as a reminder of your inner power. If this message has resonated with you, make sure to subscribe now to this channel. Activate the notification bell so you don't miss future videos that will delve deeper into these self-healing techniques. Share this video with those you love. It could be exactly what someone in your life needs to hear today. Remember, a single thought can initiate a chain of miracles in your health. That thought begins now.